Have you ever wondered what's really going on in her mind? It's about those little things that bother her, but she keeps to herself. Maybe she's trying to keep the peace, or thinks you won't understand. Whatever the reason, these unspoken issues can quietly affect a relationship. Are you ready to discover these and maybe see your relationship in a new light? Let's start with our first point. Number 1, the overbearing partner. When she's in a relationship where her opinions vanish in the shadow of her partner's, every decision and choice is overshadowed by what he wants. It's not just suffocating, it's erasing her identity. Women in such relationships might not express it, but they detest being overshadowed. They crave recognition and respect for their choices. Have you ever felt overshadowed in a relationship? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Moving forward, let's explore another hidden resentment. Number 2, lack of emotional intimacy. It's sometimes about something other than the grand gestures or the material gifts. Sometimes, the lack of deep, meaningful conversations and the absence of that emotional connection leaves a void. Women in these relationships feel like they're with a stranger, despite years of being together. They long for those heartfelt talks, sharing fears and dreams, but it remains a longing. Emotional intimacy is the glue of a relationship. Without it, even the strongest bonds can weaken. Another one, equally significant, is up next. Number 3, being taken for granted. It's the small things that count, they say, but often, in the humdrum of life, these small things get overlooked. Women despise the feeling of being just another cog in the wheel, where their efforts and sacrifices are assumed rather than appreciated. Whether it's managing the home or juggling work and family, a little appreciation goes a long way. But when it's absent, it plants seeds of resentment. Do you feel appreciated in your relationships? Tell us in the comments. The next point is something that many overlook, but it's crucial. Number 4, lack of support in ambitions. If a woman is ambitious and driven, her aspirations are often met with indifference or discouragement from her partner. It's not just about financial support. The emotional and moral backing counts. When her dreams are sidelined, it doesn't just hurt her prospects, but also her self-worth. Women yearn for partners who are cheerleaders in their endeavors and understand the importance of their goals. Have you supported your partner's dreams lately? Reflect on this as we move to the next point. Number 5, the emotional disconnect. It's a subtle yet profound issue. Emotional disconnect doesn't happen overnight. It creeps in slowly, making two people strangers under the same roof. For women, this breach is not just about the absence of love, but the absence of being understood, of being seen. When emotions run dry, the relationship becomes a mere formality, leaving her feeling alone and unvalued. Number 6, neglecting small gestures. It's often said, love is in the details. For many women, it's not the grandiose declarations of love, but the small, everyday acts of kindness that matter. A random text, a surprise coffee, or just a genuine compliment. These are the gestures that make her feel cherished. Love feels more like a routine than a romantic journey when these are absent. Next, let's look into a point that is often a silent battle for many. Number 7, inconsistent communication. Communication is the lifeline of any connection, and inconsistency in this area can lead to a chasm of misunderstandings. Women despise it when their partners are only sporadically available for real conversations. This inconsistency can make her feel isolated and unimportant, as if she's a secondary character in her own relationship story. Consistent and meaningful communication fosters a deeper connection. Have you been consistent in communicating with your partner? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. Next up is a point that's often a source of silent frustration. Number 8. Not acknowledging her efforts. Whether it's her professional achievements, her efforts in maintaining the home, or her emotional labor in keeping the relationship afloat, acknowledgement is key. When her efforts go unnoticed, it doesn't just hurt. It can lead to a feeling of invisibility. Women thrive on mutual appreciation and respect. It's not about grand accolades, but recognizing and valuing her contributions, big or small. Number 9. Ignoring her emotional needs. Emotional needs are often complex and varied, ranging from understanding and patience to being there during tough times. When these needs are consistently ignored, the relationship can create a rift. Women in such scenarios feel emotionally abandoned. Partners must be emotionally present and responsive. Have you been attentive to your partner's emotional needs? Share your approach in the comments. The next point sheds light on a common, yet overlooked aspect. Number 10. Lack of spontaneity and fun. Relationships aren't just about responsibilities and routines, but also about fun, laughter, and unpredictability. When life becomes a predictable routine, it can sap the joy out of a relationship. Women often miss the spontaneity that brings excitement and unpredictability. It could be as simple as an impromptu date or a surprise outing. The absence of these moments can make a relationship feel dull and uninspiring. How do you bring spontaneity into your relationship? Your ideas might inspire others. Understanding, communication, and appreciation are the cornerstones of a healthy relationship. Do you agree with our list? Were there any points that resonated with you or surprised you? Share your ideas and experiences in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Before you go, make sure to check out our video on 8 dark manipulation tactics women use to control you. It's a thought-provoking exploration of the dynamics in relationships. Click the link in the description or find it in the suggested videos. See you there. Until next time, keep exploring and growing in your relationships.